Joining us this week to preview the game is ASU beat reporter for the State Press, Stefan Modrich. Thanks for joining me, Stefan.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's get into it. So ASU is a high-scoring offense this season, and we're well aware of their powerful running game. But, what else has really fueled their attack this year?
Well, it's a number of things. They've got some great contributions thus far from freshman wide receiver Nikhil Harry, so he's a new name to watch out for sure. Then you got a guy like Tim White, who's dynamic on special teams and in the punt and kick return game. They've got a tight end in Cody Cole, who is a reliable option. So there's definitely a lot of factors there that have led to their offense stepping up.
Right. You actually mentioned Nikhil Harry, and I know he's a freshman. He came in really hot, but how did he affect the team so quickly? I mean, he really got in there really fast.
Well, I think one of the main factors is his size. Just a guy as tall and as big as he is, he can really kind of get physical and high point the ball and battle with defensive backs and even in double coverage sometimes. So he's really kind of not quite at a Jalen Strong type of level, but he's sort of become that kind of guy thus far in the season.
Right. All right. Well, let's jump to the other side of the ball. So USC is Sam Darnold making just his second start. How do you think ASU's defense is going to approach the game on Saturday, knowing that he's just making his second start and he really is coming out quite hot?
So I don't think that the quarterback change will change up the game plan too much, though. Todd Graham has definitely said that they'll have to account for Darnold's mobility a little bit more. But they've been used to practicing against different styles of quarterbacks with Brady White playing for the second team at ASU. So they've been able to mimic some things on their scout team and kind of account for that. But some of the defensive playmakers, I would say, are Layu Mokiola, who has played a little bit at safety and also at linebacker. And then you've got a guy coming in like Jamarcus Rose, too, who has made an impact so far.
Right, and I mean, I know you've seen a lot of interceptions, defensive scoring this year. Could you tell us a little bit more about your secondary specifically?
Yeah, certainly. So Kareem Moore has emerged as one of the standouts of that group. He's been playing against the top receivers for the opposing teams thus far, and he's grown a lot and matured under the new defensive backs coach T.J. Rushing, who played at Stanford and under Dwayne Akina. So he's really made an impact on that group. And then Armand Perry, who returned after missing all of last season and redshirted after an ankle injury, he's stepped up too big time and has given them some stability in this secondary.
Right. Okay. So we've covered the offense, the defense. I've got one last question for you. ASU has been really high scoring this season. We all know that. Do you expect that trend's going to continue on Saturday? And what are your predictions for the game?
I think if they can get into a rhythm playing on the road in their first Pac-12 road game, I think that you could see some jitters from Manny Wilkins, who was only making his second Pac-12 start. But he's played well so far, and I think that if he can get going, then I certainly think that it could be a high-scoring game. And if I had to make a prediction, I would go with USC 35, ASU 30.
Oh, all right. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Stefan.
Thanks.
All right,
well, take care.
Yeah, we'll see you at the Coliseum Saturday.
Sounds good. All right.